Time is 7:32. I'd like to, at this time, have the secretary take a roll call.
Terry Tersigny.
Present.
Charles Fitzpatrick.
Present.
Francis Mesereau, present. Michael Schenkel.
Present.
Dan Coco.
And on time.
Absent. Edwin Kaufman.
Present.
Thank you. Jennifer Maloney. Present. Doug Myers.
Present.
Absent. Doug Wolf.
No, present.
Oh,
He's
Doug.
in for-
You
It's
speak
okay.
so softly. Forgive me, Doug.
It's okay. Thanks.
And Doug Wolf.
He's working.
He's on his way?
No, he's working tonight.
We have a quorum. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to add an agenda item since we have 5 + 1 board members present. And that would be the approval of the beauty shop lease as it was, and it will be reviewed and gone over by Charles Fitzpatrick. I make a motion to add this item to the agenda, and I'm allowed to, according to Robert's rules.
I second the motion.
We have a second. Is there anyone opposed?
I abstain from this.
An abstention is a vote for.
Yeah.
I abstain from this.
Pardon?
I said I abstain from this.
Forgive my poor hearing, Edwin.
I
He
said I
abstains.
abstain.
Abstaining in a case
You
like
may
this.
say what you like, I abstain.
All right.
Anyone opposed? The motion is carried.
There's another abstention, by the way. There was a last-minute abstention by Douglas Myers.
Okay, well, according to Robert's rules, those are consents. But even so, it's carried by a majority.
Now, the number 4, the consideration of the sales and lease applications, and I'll turn this over to the secretary at this time.
One of the main reasons for the special meeting is that we had an awful lot of sales and lease applications, and we wanted to be able to get them approved by the board so that people wouldn't have to wait until the end of the month to get started on moving in. And the first batch of applications was considered by the committee on Wednesday, March 30th. We approved an annual lease of a 1-bedroom unit in Nottingham for $775 a month. A lease in Yorkshire, 1-bedroom, $750 per month. A rollover lease, 1-bedroom in the Heidelberg for $775 per month. Annual lease of a 1-bedroom unit in Edelweiss for $750 per month. The owner of this unit is delinquent in the amount of $2277.81, but the rent has been assigned to the association and until the delinquency is cured. The owner is authorized direct payment with his bank to stay current. We approved the sale of a 1-bedroom unit in Marseille for $49,900. In this case, the seller was delinquent in maintenance and assessments, but all will be recovered at the settlement of the sale. On April 6th, the committee approved 10 rollover leases for 1-bedroom units, variously located in Orleans, Heidelberg, St. Moritz, Edelweiss, Nottingham, and Bordeaux, for rentals ranging from $600 to $900 per month. We approved rollover leases for a 2-bedroom unit in the Heidelberg for $925 a month, and a 2-bedroom unit in St. Moritz for $975 per month. A lease of 1-bedroom in Yorkshire for $750 per month. A lease for a 1-bedroom in Heidelberg for $625 per month. A lease of 1-bedroom unit in Marseille for $700 per month. And an annual lease of 1-bedroom unit in Interlaken for $750 per month. Also an annual lease for a 2-bedroom in Zurich for $1,000 per month. The rentals are strong, and with that $50,000 sale of the 1-bedroom recently, it's kind of encouraging to see the price that is being paid for the unit. I would appreciate Well, this item I'd like to do after we approve the, okay. I'd appreciate a motion to accept the committee's report and to approve the actions of the committee.
You know what?
I make the motion to approve.
As long as we're on the subject, can we just ask, it's great to hear that we're doing rollovers again, because for a long time we were not rolling leases over. For a long time we neglected the rollover leases. In fact, they were eliminated from our sales and leasing program for some reason. And we have many, many renters going month to month because nobody is reminding them that their leases are up, and which allows them to leave at any time with 30 days notice. So this is a good sign that they're doing the rollovers because it's an important part of the program.
You know what unit?
Thank you, Michael.
You know what unit that was rented?
At this time.
Unit number?
Marcia said it was rented?
She just said that was rented, yeah, for $700.
Once sold. Rented?
Was it one of the rollovers? Oh, Marseille, 1 bedroom, 700 a month.
Yeah, what unit? You know the unit number?
We don't reveal that in the open meeting. You can see if you can see it in the office in the actual minutes of the association, but we don't make a public announcement. The other items under sales and leases. Okay, I wouldn't read the whole thing. We have an owner, Alex Arellano. He's the owner of 3750 Inverrary Drive, apartment 3N. And he wants to arrange for a short sale of his unit. He's underwater on the mortgage. The bank is willing to reduce the amount of the mortgage to effect the sale, and he has a halfway decent offer from a purchaser. These are strictly third-party actions between an owner, a bank, and a purchaser who is not a member of the board or an officer of the association. There's no conflict of interest. The reason it comes before the committee is that although Bank of America has agreed that they will reduce the amount of their loan to effect the sale, they will only pay to the association $4,736.52 of the outstanding assessment. What they're going to do is pay $2,282.58 at closing. Sorry. Just a minute, I'm confused now. What are we waiting?
Okay. Let me read it because it's really small writing. Bank of America has agreed to pay the majority of the assessment's remaining balance, $4,736.52. This leaves a balance to be paid at closing of $2,282.58. The amount due, $7,019.10.
That clears it up. So what we're recommending to the board that they accept this proposal, that they allow the short sale to go through, that they accept the sum of $4,736.32 instead of the entire $701,910 of the assessment. And the reason for making this recommendation is that if the sale does not go through or is disallowed, the owner is in a position where he has no recourse except to let the bank foreclose. If this happens, we're stuck for a year and a half, or 2 years, and at the end of that time, if we're lucky, we'll get $1,600 from the bank, because it's the percentage that the bank would be required to pay us. So it makes good business sense to take $4,700 now instead of $1,600 in 2 years. Or nothing, yeah.
I have a point of correction to make to the Secretary's statement, which seems to indicate that if this deal were made by a member of the Board of Directors, that by reason of that fact alone, there would be a conflict of interest. The mere fact that a director is involved in a transaction doesn't ipso facto make that director have a conflict of interest, so long as the entire transaction is beneficial to the association and that no one personally profits from it.
Thank you, Edward.
At this time, I make a motion to approve the short sale.
I second it.
Second, by Commissioner
Is there anyone opposed?
Now, on that motion, I'd like to be heard.
Okay.
Okay, I'm here. In September 29, 2009, this board, and I have from the minutes, had a similar short sale in which an offer was made to pay $4,900 in lieu of $13,000, or a net loss to the association of $8,100. That was approved unanimously, and the deal went through. And last May, a similar situation came up in which the board reduced an assessment of $4,100. But what did International Village receive in return? Over $15,000 came back into the treasury. Despite the vile rumors and comments that I hear, neither Douglas Myers nor I received one personal dime from that sale. In fact, the two purchases plus improvements amounted to over $75,000, and that was paid to purchase these apartments. And what does Douglas Myers have in return for that? Rent and nothing else. Just that big investment and approved, vastly improved units for International Village, plus payment into the treasury of over $15,000. Also, there's a letter from the DPPR that was widely promulgated.
This is the matter of a suit against the association. And
I'm reading from a letter that was
subject to
widely
discuss
promulgated.
now in front of an audience.
And was widely promulgated.
This entire matter is the subject of a court action, and it is unsuitable for discussion in public at the present time.
I'm not discussing it.
Yes, you are. We must stop this discussion right now. Thank you. We have a motion on the board.
I'm stating that 718.
Mr. Kaufman, we're not going to adjudicate the matter at this time.
Discussing the case.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. He's not discussing the case.
He's referring to it.
The whole procedure is out of order.
It's not out of order.
We have a motion on the floor
Jerry, say something. It's not out of order.
to approve the short sale
It's out of order.
It's not out of order.
for Mr.
It
Arellano.
says it's out of order.
I would like to call the roll on the motion to approve the short sale for Mr. Arellano. Charles Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Francis Mesereau, yes. Michael Schenkel?
Yes.
Edwin Kaufman?
Yes.
Doug Myers?
Yes.
Jennifer Maloney?
Yes.
Terry Tersigni? Unanimously passed.
At this time, I'd like to move on to the last item, the gate security update, and I'll turn the microphone over to Michael Schenkel.
We had some procedures in place at the gate that were decided by a motion at a meeting about 18 months ago, and that was they're referred to as post orders. Post orders are the orders at the gate that the guards are supposed to follow, and the procedures. Well, at a recent meeting, we asked our security, and he's not here, right?
No.
I don't think I wish you were here. About these procedures, and we were under the belief that they were taking place, which is essentially a copy machine at the gate, people without ID cards, or even with ID cards but no barcodes, and they get in with just a driver's license, and they get in with an ID card which is easily duplicatable. These are supposed to be copied and kept into turned into a record, a daily record. We were told that these records were turned over on a regular basis to our office. I asked the person who was supposed to be receiving them, according to Elwood, first she ever heard of it. And went to the gate. The gate says we haven't had a copy machine here as long as 8 months. So this procedure is just now being reenacted or reinforced. We acquired a new copy machine at the gate on Friday. We approved at the last board meeting camera system at the gate with 4 cameras, which will document with a DVR. I'm not sure how long it keeps it, 30, 60 days. We have a record of everyone that comes through the visitor side with a video and their license plate, and one on the exit as cars leave. So we will have a record of all the traffic coming and going. By copying the ID cards and the driver's licenses, we then will cross-reference them with our files to see if these people are living here legitimately and how many of them actually are living in apartments that are owned by delinquent owners, in which case we are entitled to that money that we're not getting. So, I mean, it's a great deal of money coming through the gate that are paying delinquent owners, and the owners are not paying us. So it's a way to try and recapture that money. It's an important part of our overall security plan, and it is beginning now. The copy machine's there. George has been into the gate. He's going to rework and make the inside of the gate a little more functional, so that the new screens coming in there and the DVR that's soon to be delivered and set up will be make the best use of the space. Another recommendation, which has been brought up before, is that when we give daily passes to visitors, other communities do this, and they have a different color paper for each day of the week, like 7 different colors of paper. So every day when you come, if you get a daily pass, the rover can see that's the pink paper or it's the blue paper, and begin to identify some of the people that are here, help to control, have some control over identifying the people in the community. Part of it will certainly pay for itself with every $800–900 a month rent check we're able to